Hi guys, Mullahs here. So today's video, I'm just going to show you how I helped a friend get his NAPSA pre-retirement benefits. So full disclaimer, I don't work for NAPSA. I'm just somebody who uses a lot of these government portals. So this is just me, what I did and what I did for my friend. So first things first, you need to go to the NAPSA website and you need to realize that there are two portals. When you click on online services, there are actually two different portals that are there. The first portal is this one down here, claim retirement benefits. This is where you're going to claim your money, and it's only after you've gotten through portal 1, which is NAPSA member. So you first start with NAPSA member, and once you click on NAPSA member, it's going to bring you to the normal NAPSA portal. Here, what you need to do is you need to get a sign up done. That's what you can get a password. Even if you already have historical password, you need to get a new one. So you're going to come here to existing NAPSA member sign up, and this is just a data verification exercise, guys, so don't worry too much. It's just NAPSA trying to confirm that you are you and the right person is the one getting these benefits. So once you do that, it's going to bring you here where it's going to ask you for a photocopy of your NRC. So what this means is that your NRC name must match. Whether if it's Mwanga Chongo on your NRC, it should also show the same name on your NAPSA. And you find that on the mobile money, maybe there was a typo, an A was missing, an O was missing. On your bank, it could have been flipped names and all. So what NAPSA really wants is your names must match on your NRC, your NAPSA, your mobile money, and your bank. Very easy to get those changed. Then you also need to take a clear selfie and save it as a PDF. So this is what you're going to upload, your NRC and your selfie. Then your phone number must be registered in your name. A lot of times you find phones are not registered in people's names who are using them. Very easy to rectify. Anyways, so once you've done all this, as long as the phone is registered in your name, you will be able to receive an SMS, and then you'll be able to proceed. And once you've concluded, you'll get a login credentials within 3 days. Then once you've got your login credentials, I recommend you start with the NAPSA portal. This is very important, and I'll show you why. Once you log into the NAPSA portal, the normal NAPSA portal, this is where all your contributions history is going to be found. So if you just simply come up here where it says contributions, click on that, it's going to bring you to this screen where you just have to set which period you're checking. You can go as far back as you want. I always just click 2000. Even if you didn't start in 2000, just go as far back as you can, and then click on the submit here. It's then going to show you your employment history and your contributions history. Here under employer number, you'll be able to see by the change of employer number when a particular employment or employer was contributing or not contributing, and you can match this against your CV to see which employer it is. This can help you when you go to the claiming process and make the process a whole lot easier. So once you've gone through this, it's going to show you your entire history. You just simply check that everything is okay, and that no particular months were missed or any period like that. So very important to use this contributions history just to check your data against your CV and check for missing contributions or anything out of the ordinary. It will just take you maybe 5 minutes or so, maybe even less. But this can save you a whole lot of time when you go to the other portal. You're able to see just basically your entire contributions history. I cannot overemphasize this. Checking this will save you a whole lot of time later on. And then you need to check on the actual portal itself, because there's one problem. If you try to print this so that you can check offline, you're going to get this statement, and here it does not show the employer history. I mean, it doesn't show the employer account number, so you won't know which employer it is. Once you're done with that, go back to the NAPSA portal, and then you can go scroll down and claim pre-retirement benefits. So once you do that, enter in your username and your password, which NAPSA would have sent to you. And once you have logged in, it's going to show you this. So here you're able to see the things in red are the things that you need to work on. The things in green are okay. Just a bit of advice: you can actually change your beneficiary details later after you've gotten your money. So in case there are any errors on that, you can do that after you've gotten your money. That's my recommendation. But anyways, here we're going to click on bank details, and it's going to take you here. So here it's going to show you your name, and it's going to show you the name that your bank account must be in. It must be in the same names basically. Once you click on submit bank details, you're then able to enter in your bank details by selecting your bank. Just scroll down. These are all the banks which are there. There's APSA, there's Access, there's Atlas Mara, Eco Bank, First Capital Bank, FNB, Indo Zambia, Invest Trust, Stanbic, Stanchart, UBA, ZICB, and Zanaco. So you can pick any of these banks to receive your funds, and I'm also told you can also pick mobile money to receive your funds. So once you have picked your bank, in this case FNB, the next thing you need to do is pick the branch. So sometimes for some reason some branches don't show. So in case your branch isn't showing, contact your bank and they'll be able to advise you which branch to put. Once you've put all that, then you're going to put in your account number. Make sure it's the correct account number, and then the system is going to try to validate the information. If your names match, your name and your bank account name, if they match, you can be able to reach this part, and then you'll be able to confirm your bank account. So once you've confirmed your bank account, it just does its validation, takes a few seconds, and then you're done. So now the only thing in red remaining is the employment history. If you've checked in the other portal and you've verified those informations, it becomes much easier to do this employment history part. So all you need to do is just click on the employment history. Here where it says review, just click on that. So once you've clicked on that, it's going to bring you to this screen, and here you're just going to put in your employment history. Another thing to note is that some organizations, like let's imagine hypothetical situation, you worked for professional insurance, and that's what you have put. But then later on, remember that there could be multiple PICZs. There could be Professional Life Assurance, Professional Insurance Company Zambia. There could be multiple subsidiaries of that, each of them having their own NAPSA account. You could work for a donor-funded thing like USAID, maybe the PATH, or maybe some other USID, and each of them has got their own NAPSA account. So it's very important to just try to find out from your employer which NAPSA account they use when doing this. Maybe if it's Zambia National Commercial Bank, maybe there was a head office, maybe the other branches have their own NAPSA accounts. If it's Cavmont Merchant Bank, maybe there was a head office, a merchant bank. There are so many types of organizations that have multiple NAPSA accounts, and each subsidiary or each one of them will have their own different account. So it could speed things up if you know the exact name that appears in the NAPSA employer, so that you can put the correct name here. And then also try not to put abbreviations. If you work for Indo Zambia Bank and you put IZB, or you work for Zambia National Commercial Bank and you put Zanaco, or you put ZNCB, such kind of things. So try to just put the correct and proper name on these things. Okay, so you're also going to just put in the date that you worked for this particular organization. So that will be using these drop down calendar arrows here. Put the correct dates, when you started, when you stopped. In some particular cases, you might have worked for one company up to the 15th of the month and then joined another company on the 16th of the month. So you can put the actual dates, or you can just put from the start date, the start of the month to the end of the month, to simplify things, since if you're working for multiple organizations in a month, both of them would have paid you for the month. So it doesn't really matter whether you put the exact date that you stopped or you put at the end of the month, provided you got paid for that month. It doesn't really matter, I think. So once you've put the start and stop date for all the organizations that you've worked for, just using these drop down arrows and all, you will then be able to proceed. So let me just finish putting these. Okay, so once you've done all of that, just counter check that you've put in the correct dates, because corrections can delay you by a day or two or even more days. So just make sure you go through this information and that it is accurate and correct. Then that's why I personally used to use and check on the NAPSA portal just to confirm what I was putting in. So once you've checked all these dates and all, you can then just come here to submit employment history. And then once you're done, it's success. So depending on a number of variables, you could instantly get everything in green, or you could still have some pending issues. If you have pending issues, just check what error message NAPSA is giving you so that you can rectify those. But in this particular case, immediately I finished putting in the employment history and the bank details because there were no issues on this particular account. That's why everything was immediately in the green. So again, I'll emphasize this. Each person will probably have different types of scenarios. Some people may have more problematic employment history, and some people may have issues with their bank details. If you have issues with your bank details, it simply means that the name in your bank is different from the name on your NRC or your NAPSA account. It could be that the bank put your surname first, first name last. It's very, very easy to just go and have your details corrected. Anyways, once all this is done, I'm just going to click here on make a claim, and it's then going to bring me here where I'll be able to see my contribution history, total contributions, the eligible contributions, the indexation plus interest, and the amount payable. And all I need to do is just click on initiate claim. Very, very simply done. Once I click on initiate claim, it's then going to do its thing. It just takes a few seconds, and here we go. It's then going to ask me the 3 security questions that I had set. So a lot of people have been having problems with their security questions, and from what I have observed, most likely there's a typo. It could be if you spell receive with a IEVE, but your phone auto-corrected to EIVE, such kind of things. So most likely when you're setting your security questions, make sure you type the answer and you spell it correctly. If you're going to spell Mwanga and then you put a single A instead of a double A, if your password is your secret answer is Chongo double O, but then you put 1 O, such kind of things will affect you. So when you're putting the secret answers, please just make sure that you are spelling them correctly to avoid all manner of problems later on. Okay, so once you've put in all the secret answers, the next step is just click on this submit button. And once you click on submit, as long as your answers are correct, the process is done. It's going to show you here that it's going to this bank account, FNB, commercial suit, your bank account number. Confirm that, then you can hit submit. Then once you hit submit, you're going to receive an OTP. It will come in to the phone number that is linked and that you verified. Okay, so once you've done that and entered in the OTP, it does its verification, and within a few seconds you receive this notification that your partial withdrawal has been successful, and all you need to do now is just wait for the funds to reflect in your bank account. So in my case, when I did the application, it took me just 1 day to receive the funds. I know some other people, it's taken them maybe 3 working days. Some people it's taken 4 days. This particular case, I applied for, this application was done on a Monday, and today is a Thursday, 9/12 when I'm editing this. The funds still haven't reflected in the account. So there's no need to panic. The funds will reflect probably today, Thursday, or tomorrow, Friday. They definitely will reflect. Anyway, I hope the video has been helpful, guys. Do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment section. Bye.